Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to do another listen up video. Now I will leave the previous one in the description bar if you haven't seen it before. Basically I take a audiobook and review it. So I'm going to dive in. The book I have today is the first Divergent book in the trilogy, obviously called Divergent, by Veronica Roth. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, not 100% sure if I am. But yeah, I'm going to dive in. Now, the book is definitely a young adult fiction book. It's got that young adult vibe, you know, with the writing style, the shortness of the paragraphs, the sort of feel of the book. So yeah, it's definitely a young adult fiction book. So yeah. Now, to give you a little bit of background on the book is basically set place in a world where there are 5 factions. Now, when you turn 16, you're allowed to pick which faction you go into. And obviously the book follows the main character, Triss, or Beatrice as she's known in the beginning, along her journey of going from one faction to another. Not really going to spoil it because I don't know how many people have read it. I know that it is an old book and I don't really want to spoil it for people that haven't read it. So, there is 5 different factions if I remember. Not going to list them all because it kind of gives away the book once I tell you the factions, if that makes sense. If I remember right, there's definitely 5 factions, and she goes from one which is very kind and loving, selfless, to one where it's all about action, adventure, selfishness. So yeah, very, very good read. Now it's not, as I said, it's not in a book form, it's in an audiobook form. Now it wasn't really read to me, it was more performed to me, because the woman was reading it, I can't remember her name, I will leave an annotation in the bottom right to their name. They sort of changed up the voices and changed up the style, so you could really get a feel as if you were actually in the book, if that makes sense, which is exactly what you want from an audiobook. You don't really want it to be as if you're reading it, you want to be sort of involved. So yeah, definitely a good read. My max out of 10 for it would have to probably be a 8.5, because I did sort of get to the end of it and thought, yeah, the ending is sort of drawn out. The ending could be shorter if, from what I remember. Now there is bits of, as I said, action and adventure, because she just switched from one that's selfless to selfish, so yeah. There's also like bits of comedy and sort of romance in it, so it's a very, very good read. I do like the relationship between the main character Triss and Four, which is one of her sort of instructors. So yeah, if you haven't read this book, please go give it a listen, really, if it's an audiobook. I will leave a code in the description bar below if you want to check out Audible. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you again next time for another video.
Well, now it's low